Good morning. I'm just awake. I've been having quite an interesting conversation with myself, as I usually do when I wake up. I wake up with things on my mind, and I have to turn them over and make sense of it. But something I read the other day, a statement that somebody said, doesn't quite make sense with me. They refer to my truths. Now, I've seen that bandied around quite a lot. And what exactly is my truths? We all know the definition of the truth, and people can see different truths in different things, and the truth is what somebody believes to be true, but in their own mind it may not necessarily be true. So for somebody to say, I know my truths, it doesn't make sense, because they might think whatever they think is true, but it won't be the same as what someone else thinks it's true. So it's to use that statement, my truths, actually dismisses everybody else's truths as nonsense. And that is not true, because people do perceive different things and claim them to be their truths when they may not be true. So it's a way of shutting down an argument, I think. If you're having a discussion with someone about an incident or something that's happened, and you're trying to work out the reason for it happening, you can say, well, this is my truth. And then the other person immediately sort of thinks, well, that's what you believe, but it's not what I believe. So if you say something is your truth, that is just a way of saying, well, whatever you say is wrong because it's not my truth. So you can't claim truths as being personal to you. And when I say you, I mean just anybody. There's my hands, look. Yeah, so, I mean, looking back at what's been going on, there are some members of governments now doing a U-turn, because in the beginning they had decided what was the truth and then forced their truth onto everybody else. We were told certain information about a certain treatment, and to encourage us to take that treatment. But we were told that this is what is true, decided by not just one person who was there at the time, who actually witnessed the incident that happened, but the truth that was bandied about was passed on from person to person. And if you pass on the truth over and over again, or what you perceive to be the truth, if you pass it on over and over again, and it's not the truth, and it's a blatant lie, it eventually does become the truth, because so many people have repeated that lie and turned it into a truth. So, it's it is just so confusing. The only people that actually know the truth are those who are personally involved with a particular incident. Say something happened and somebody witnessed it, actually saw it with their own eyes. Well, that is usually seen to be the truth. But as time goes on, the memory can be clouded, and they may repeat something over and over again later on and still believe that that is the truth. But then it's difficult to unravel whether that person is really recalling exactly what they saw, because memory becomes clouded. So for somebody to say, well, this is my truth, well, actually, no, my reply is no, it's not your truth. I would never say something is my truth, because it isn't. I don't own truths, and neither does anybody else, because as a group of people, everybody will have a different truth. So, that doesn't wash with me for somebody to say, well, that's my truth, because they're basically trying to shut you down. So if you have a belief in something that nobody else believes in, you can claim it as your truth if you like, but it doesn't actually make it the truth. Do you get it? Do you get it? And what's the opposite of truth? It's a lie. And it turns out now that those people were claiming were certain truths were not truths. They were actual lies. So now people in government are doing U-turns, and they are now saying that what they said previously was not true. Do you get it? Do you get it? I need my hands to wave about here. They are coming out with statements to say, well, I didn't say that, but it's all on camera and on film, and they did actually say that, and they're now denying what they said, to get themselves basically out of a hole, because they've just dropped themselves right in it for turning great big blatant lies, turning them into their truths. And they're again forcing people to go along with them. But now they know that that was completely the wrong thing to do, to actually say to people, you must do this, you must do that because it's true. And now it's turning out that it wasn't actually true. I can see the reflection of the window in my glasses. So I'll take them off. So anyway, just beware of that. If somebody turns around and says, well, it's my truth, well, just say, no, it isn't actually your truth. It might be something you believe in, but it doesn't actually make it true. I mean, nobody has to believe anything I say, and nobody should be believing anything that is in the mainstream media, on the radio and on television and in newspapers, but there is no guarantee that any of it is actually true. So something to think about. Beware of those people that say that that's my truth. I know my truth. And my reply is, no, it's not your truth, because the truth is universal, and it can mean something different to many people. So, anyway, my mouth's dry. I need a cup of coffee, so I will get up out of this bed. So bye for now. Toodle-pip.